Hey everyone, Ben from Living Survival, and today I got another great headlamp review for you. Today I have the brand new for 2016, the Black Diamond Spot headlamp. Don't go anywhere, you're watching Living Survival. Alright guys, so I hope everybody had a fantastic weekend. I hope you got a chance to check out yesterday's video, which was my complete loadout of everything I took this past Friday on an overnight, a hammock overnight in the wintertime. One of the items that I also took was this Black Diamond headlamp, and I was pretty impressed with the features and the functions, so I wanted to share that with you guys today. So Kristen's also been using a Black Diamond headlamp for quite a while now. This is the Gizmo headlamp, and she really likes it. I think this one is 90 lumens max. Maybe I'll have her do a review on it if there's not a new model coming out, but she really likes that. So I got one of the Black Diamond Spot models. Again, this is brand new for 2016. Has a few more features. It's 200 lumens with its main LED, and then there's two other LEDs here. You've got a secondary LED, secondary white LED, and then a red LED as well, which I really like. So probably the coolest feature that I found in this headlamp is the ability to just tap the side of it to switch from distance to proximity mode. So you have a distance mode, which will shine more of a spot out into the distance, and then you can just tap the light and it will go into its proximity mode, which gives you a much better area lighting for things like camp tasks and things like that. So I found that very handy and helpful to be able to just quickly tap and switch between those two modes. Now within those two modes, it also has multiple levels of brightness. This is not a step down light. It does vary in brightness, so you can really set it at any lumen mode that you want, all the way from 200 on down, which is pretty cool. I was in my hammock reading and things like that, so I really wanted to tone it all the way down. I didn't want to use the red light, I wanted the white light, but I wanted to lower the brightness way down, and I was able to just adjust it exactly how I wanted it, and I find that's really cool. It's also very durable. It's got sort of a rubberized housing on it. The headband on it is very easy to adjust. You just simply stick it on your head and you can tighten it or you can loosen it, which I found was very helpful when switching between just wearing it on my head and, when I would get cold, I'd put a wool hat on, for example, and I was able to just quickly reach back and adjust it. I think that's pretty important to be able to adjust it that easily. Of course, just like most headlamps, it does adjust up and down so that you can point the light wherever you need it, whether you're reading right in front of your face or you want to get that distance out into the woods or wherever you might be using the headlamp. You can do that as well. Running, for example, you're probably going to want more of a spot so that the light stays ahead of you and you know what's coming up when you're moving at a faster speed. It's also IPX8 waterproof, which is the highest waterproof rating for a light, and what that means is basically you can submerge it fully for 30 minutes and it's not going to damage the light. It takes 3 AAA batteries, and you can also use the rechargeable, so I put 3 Eneloop batteries in it, and that way I can take those batteries out and recharge when it finally burns out. Although I really like my Petzl headlamp, it has pretty much the same features. The runtime is a lot lower because it has older LED technology in it. This has the newer LED technology in it, makes it more efficient, and when you can get burn times of 50 hours on its highest setting, that is a lot, especially for multi-day trips and things like that without having to swap out the batteries. Give you guys some close-up shots here. You can see that it's very durable housing. This is sort of a rubberized material. You've got your tap over here on the side. It works really well. You've got all your different LEDs there and your mode button on the top. The elastic band is very comfortable, and again, I really like the fact that you can quickly and easily adjust the tightness on your head even when switching between multiple hats and things like that. So let's take a look at how the headlight operates. It all starts with the push button up top, and then you can tap the side to change between your distance and your proximity. I'm going to turn to the side here because it is quite bright when I turn the light on. So one tap will simply, or one press of the top button will simply turn the main LED on. I can show you how bright that is just by facing the camera. That turns on the main LED, and then if you hold it down, it's going to go through the different brightness levels. So you can see that it goes all the way down, then it will go all the way up. High is actually with both LEDs on, and I can just simply hold it here and it'll keep going up and down throughout the lumen range. So again, no set lumens, but you can adjust it anywhere you like it, which is great. So you can have it all the way up like that with both lights. You can turn it all the way down just like that, and you can see that the light does flash when it gets to its highest and lowest setting. So that's very nice, you know where you're at. Now if we quickly press the top button twice, it's going to go into proximity mode instead of spot mode, or distance mode. So I can press it twice very quickly, and you can see that that activates the proximity light. Again, with that light mode, you can hold it down and it's going to go all the way down to its lowest and blink, and then all the way back up to its highest and blink as well. 3 quick presses of the top button here, and that will get you into its special mode, which is a blink. So 1, 2, 3. And you can activate the blink, very handy for signaling, for example. And then you have your red light mode, so you simply just hold down the button to get to that, and it will illuminate your red light. Your red light is also variable as well, which is pretty cool. You just hold it down and it's going to go all the way down and blink, go all the way up and blink, and then just continue to do so until you let go of the button, and that will leave it at that brightness that you want. One last very cool feature with the top mode button is that you can hold it down for 4 seconds and it will lock the light. So when you see the LED flashing on the side there, you are locked, and that basically just locks out the light. If you hit the top to try to activate it or something like that, it's just gonna flash and it's not gonna allow the light to turn on. Very handy when putting down into a pocket or stowing it away in your pack. To unlock it, you simply just reverse that. You just hold it down for 4 seconds again, and it will go back into its main modes. Now the power tap technology is very cool. You just tap the side and that will switch you between your distance and your proximity mode. I found that super handy for when I wanted to maybe take a look off into the distance at my hammock setup, for example, and then switch right back to what I was doing, you know, whether it be just reading or a task like being around the fire and stuff like that. I had this light on the entire night. It never failed me once, and you know, there's plenty of battery life for multiple days with this headlamp, even on all the time. To use the power tap function, you simply just turn the light on to the mode you want. So I can double click here to get it into my proximity mode, and then I can simply just tap the side, and that's going to switch me between the distance or brighter mode and the less bright proximity mode. Again, very handy when you're around camp for getting the light where you need it or just focusing right in front of you. So some very cool technology for 2016. I like the redesign. It's brighter than the old spot, and it also has a different design to it. The older one was more just molded and things like that. This one's just nice and square, fits very comfortably on the head, so I really like the updated design. I also really like the price. It'll run you around $40 depending on where you find it, maybe even less. I'm going to put some links below to Black Diamond's website, and I'm also going to put some links below to Amazon where you can find and purchase this light for yourself. I think it's a very capable light for camp, hunting, and just about any other task that you would use a headlamp for. It's plenty bright at 200 lumens at its max. I like the tap technology to switch quickly between proximity and distance. I found that was very handy in not having to switch through a bunch of different modes every time I wanted to change brightness levels. Very nice for being around a fire, for example, when I just want some broad spectrum light and being able to quickly tap and have a bright light to shine off into the distance. I like how comfortable it is on my head, and I really like that it's IPX8 waterproof, so you absolutely don't have to worry about it getting wet in the rain. You can just leave this thing on your head the whole entire time. It can get soaked and it will continue to work. So I hope you guys enjoyed taking a look at the brand new Black Diamond Spot headlamp for 2016. I think it's a great upgrade from last year's offering. It's got a lot of great features to it. So please give this video a big thumbs up for me. Make sure you share this to anybody who backpacks, camps, hikes, or just might be looking for a great headlamp on your social media. Of course, you can always follow me on my social media. The links are below every video. If you haven't already done so, please click that red subscribe button. Subscribe to my channel for more videos.